Welcome to Hard Times by Charley Crockett is going to be played in standard tuning and then capoed on the 3rd fret of the guitar. From this point forward, I will be referring to frets relative to the capo as though the capo is the nut and call them frets 1, 2, 3, and 4, etc., as opposed to the real frets of 4, 5, 6, and 7. The song is going to begin with a riff that is going to take place on strings 3 and 2. You're going to play it with your 2nd finger beginning on the 3-string 2 fret, pluck that, and in this riff it's okay if there's a little bit of bleed through from maybe open strings 4 or even open strings 2 in this. But you'll begin with your 2nd finger on the 3-string 2 fret. You'll strike it and immediately slide up to the 3-string 4 fret. And then you'll strike that again and immediately slide back down to the 2 fret. So you're going 3-string 2 fret to 3-string 4 fret to 3-string 2 fret. And then you'll lift up your 2nd finger, pluck the open 3-string, and then go with your 2nd finger to the 4-string 2 fret, pluck that, and then open up the 4th string and kind of pluck the 4th string and the 3-string together. Man, none of that was clean, but and I tend to alternate up and downs on some of those, like down, down, up with my picking hand, and then it goes directly into an E minor chord. That will be an open 6th string, 2nd finger to the 5-string 2 fret, ring finger to the 4th string 2 fret, everything else open. The strumming pattern from this point forward will be down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That's the basic feel of the strumming pattern. So from this point forward, the chords are really pretty easy, and I'll put the progression of the chords in the description if you get lost in me explaining the chords, but it's going to be an E minor chord to a G chord. The way that the G chord will get played is ring finger to the 6-string 3 fret, 2nd finger to the 5-string 2 fret, open 4, open 3, open 2, pinky finger pulled back to the 1-string 3 fret, or play any finger configuration of a G chord that you want. So E minor to a G chord. Then it goes up to a C chord. I play it as a 4-fingered C chord. Ring finger to the 6-string 3 fret, pinky finger on the 5-string 3 fret, 2nd finger on the 4-string 2 fret, open 3-string, 1st finger on the 2-string 1 fret, open 1 string. The next chord will fall back down into a G, back up into a C, then you've got a D7 chord. that happens. That will be an open 4-string, your second finger to the 3-string 2 fret, your first finger to the 2-string 1 fret, and your ring finger on the 1-string 2 fret. And then it goes back into the G. And repeats the G, and then here's where lyrics come in and the verse kicks in. It's going to be a G chord, to a G chord, to a C chord, to a G chord, to a G chord. It repeats the G chord, now to an A minor 7, and then up to a D7. So those are there's one new chord in that. The way that the A minor 7 will get played after this G is you'll have an open 5-string. I put my second finger on the 4-string 2 fret. I have an open 3-string, and I have my first finger on the 2-string 1 fret. Now I think that this chord here is an A minor 7. Well, the chord I'm showing you is definitely an A minor 7, but what I mean is I think that he's playing an A minor 7 here, but it may just be a standard A minor, which would be just add your ring finger down on the 3-string 2 fret. And then the next chord was that D7 that we've already talked about. Then it goes back, we're still in the verse here, back to the G again, repeat the G, come up to the C, fall back down to the G, repeat the G, come up to the D7 again, then back to the G, repeat the G, and it mutes. And I think like the kick drum does like kick, kick, and then it goes into the chorus, which begins again on the E minor. Moving into this E minor, it feels just kind of like a big strum up across the E minor from the high 1 string down to the low 6 string. So after the E minor chord, you'll go into the G chord, up to the C chord, back down to the G chord, back into the E minor chord, up to the C chord, down to the A minor 7 chord, and then up to the D7 chord. One point in the chorus about moving into the E minor after you're already into the chorus, like moving from the G chord down to the E minor chord, some of those may walk there by going like G chord, F sharp, E minor, like, and I would move that way by going out of my G shape to my second finger on the 6-string 2 fret, plucking that, and then immediately into an E minor chord. So we've gone through one line of the chorus, which was E minor, G, C, G, E minor, C, A minor, D7. And again, this progression of chords are in the description of the video. The second line of the chorus will be a G chord, to a C chord, to a G chord, to an E minor chord. And I walk to that E minor by hitting that little hiccup of the F sharp. And so the E minor chord, to the C chord, to a D7 chord, to a G chord. And then that G chord begins to repeat, and we hear the riff again. This brings us back into the intro progression of. So, aside from that riff, everything else is just really straightforward about the song. It's a pretty good song for beginners because it's all based around standard, like cowboy chords, so to speak. So those are the chords and the movements to Welcome to Hard Times by Charley Crockett. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.